Welcome to an adaptive seated yoga practice. So an invitation to begin your yoga practice today by finding a comfortable seat. Sit in a way that you feel the most at ease. And then when you're ready, an invitation to place one hand on your Buddha belly, the other on your heart center. Close your eyes softly if that feels comfortable for you, or soften your gaze. And then breathe into the space between our hands. Taking a moment to allow yourself to consciously enter into the present. And then gently place one hand on your heart center, the other on your forehead. And take a few breaths here. And then an invitation to place one hand in your armpit, reach over, place your other hand on your shoulder, round your upper spine a little. And this is an, pardon me, I love me. And then switch sides, place your hand in your armpit, reach your hand over, place your hand gently on your shoulder. I love me. Release your arms down by your sides, spiral your palms open, and then wiggly fidgets. Shake your hands vigorously. If anything I share with you today does not feel right, if it feels uncomfortable, come back to your breathing. When we're focused on our breath, we're practicing yoga. And so an invitation now to ground through your feet, center and ground through the soles of your feet. We want to keep our connection with Mother Nature. We tend to start losing that. Root down through your sits bones. Notice where your bum and your thighs are in contact with your seat. Energy moving in two directions. Lengthen from the tip of your tailbone all the way up through the crown of your head. Imagine that you have a thread on the crown of your head, top of your head, and it's pulling you way up to the sky. Roll your shoulders up, back and down just a few times. Tuck your chin in slightly to release the back of your neck. Maybe taking two fingers, placing them on your chin. Imagine a turtle. From here, we'll transition into mindful movement. What makes movement mindful is when we link our breath with our movements. As you're ready, reach your arm up to the sky. Slowly float your arm down. So I like to think of these gentle movements as a moving meditation, reaching up to the sky. Slowly float your arm down. Adding a gentle breath to the movement on inhale, reaching up, full length of your inhale. On exhale, float your arm down, the full length of your exhale. It's as if on our inhale, there's a beginning, a middle, and an end point. On exhale, a beginning, a middle, and an end. Release both arms down by your side. Rest your hands on your thighs. We'll begin the movement on the other side. As you're ready, reach your arm up to the sky. Slowly float your arm down. Gentle movement, reaching up to the sky. Slowly float your arm down. Adding a gentle breath to the movement on inhale, reaching up full length of your inhale. On exhale, float your arm down, full length of your exhale. It's as if on our inhale, there's a beginning, a middle, and an end point. On exhale, a beginning, a middle, and an end. Release both arms down by your side. This time, let's reach both arms up to the sky. Take a look between your palms if it doesn't create tension in your neck, and then return your gaze on the horizon. Fold your fingers in, press into the palms of your hands. There's a sensitive point, a marma point in the center of our hands. And together we can shout out, I am, I can, and I will. And with this sigh of relief, release your arms down by your side. Roll your shoulders up, back and down just a few times. Rest your hands on your thighs, palm up or palm down as desired. Take a moment to notice which feels better for you, resting your palms face up, or does it feel better to rest your palms face down? If you are feeling tired, an invitation to explore resting your palms face up, open to receive. If you are feeling restless, scattered, palms face down can encourage grounding. As you're ready, begin to soften your gaze or maybe closing your eyes softly if that feels comfortable for you. So moving away from the busyness in our minds and more towards our heart. Allow your facial muscles to soften and release. Relax your jaw and clench your teeth. And let there be a little space between your teeth. Soften your lower jaw. Soften around your temples. Soften the area between your eyebrows, wide forehead. Relax your shoulders. Relax your elbows, your wrists, and your hands, soft palms. Relax your fingers. Allow your throat to soften and release. Relax your upper back. Relax your mid-back. Relax your lower back and your legs. And then an invitation to bring a gentle awareness to your breath. Without changing anything, maybe noticing that as we inhale, things expand. On exhale, things contract. Notice, is your breath long? Is it smooth, or is your breath jagged? And from here, we'll transition into simple breathing exercise. The research shows can help with pain management and anxiety. Place one hand on your Buddha belly, the other on your heart center. And then begin to deepen your inhale and lengthen your exhale. When we lengthen our exhale, it is calming for our nervous system. And then see if you can begin to smooth out your breath. Your inhales and exhales are about the same duration and quality. At any point, if you notice your mind gets distracted and wants to wander off, know that that's okay. That's the nature of our mind. Simply bring your awareness back to your breath. And now see if you can add a quality of softness to your breath. So you might imagine that you just tasted something delicious. Or that you're hanging out with your favorite four-legged friend. And then see if you can bring some of that same softness to areas of your body that you feel are too tight or knotted. Our breath is long and smooth and soft as we breathe in and as we breathe out. Just for a few more breaths, or as long as it feels comfortable, I'd like to invite you to keep this simple breathing exercise flowing. You'd like to add a gentle swaying movement to the breathing exercise. That can be calming for our nervous system. And maybe bringing a gentle awareness to the sounds around you. So I can hear a little creaking and cracking. Maybe in the walls or the cabin. I can hear the ticking of the old clock in my living room. And maybe noticing the gentle tone of my voice. And in a loving way, bringing awareness back to your breath. Our old friend, our breath. And wherever you are in your breath cycle, let your breath come back to its natural rhythm. Your natural rhythm. Maybe observing the rise and fall through your chest and your belly. Drop your chin towards your chest. Gradually blink your eyes up. We are falling awake, not asleep. Falling awake, not asleep. Notice if you felt a subtle shift in your energy. We've begun the process of tuning into our bodies and connecting with our breath. So the bridge between our body and our mind, our breath. Release your arms by your sides, spiral your palms open, and wiggly fidgets. So shake your hands vigorously, wiggly fidgets. So you can do a little bum dance. At this time, I'd like to invite you to walk your hips forward in the chairs. So come forward about 2/3 of the way. If you are wanting the back of the chair for support today, honor that. So yoga meets us right where we are. And then an invitation to bring your hands together at your heart center. Take a moment, notice how it feels to have your hands in this placement. So this makes you lose your balance. An alternative would be to place your hands on your Buddha belly. That might feel a little more comfortable. And then as you're ready, on inhale, extend your arms up and away. And then bring your hands back to your heart center. So bowing your head to your heart. Inhale, extending your arms away. If you would like, imagine the sun at your heart center. On your inhales, imagine the radiant light of the sun all around you. And then gather that light and bring it back inside as a symbol of the light that's always inside. And if you'd like, as you extend your arms away, spread your fingers wide, and then making soft fists, bring your hands back to your heart center, or maybe to your Buddha belly. And together, I'd like to invite you to join me in making a humming sound, like a bumblebee. Inhale. So this humming sound lengthens our exhale, so maybe noticing that. Place one hand on your Buddha belly, the other on your heart center. And maybe noticing the rise and fall of your chest and your belly. And so release your arms by your side, little shake out again. I brought one of my favorite books today by Mary Oliver, who happens to be a poet. And I think she died about 2 years ago. And she lived to be into the old age of her old age. And I absolutely adore poems. And this is one I don't think I've shared in this class. And so it's called Percy 1. Our new dog, named for the beloved poet, ate a book which unfortunately we had left unguarded. Fortunately, it was a Bhagavad Gita, of which many copies are available. Every day now, as Percy grows into the beauty of his life, we touch his wild, curly head and say, "Oh, wisest of little dogs." A lot of the yoga teachings come from the Gita. And so Percy is the wisest of little dogs. And so let's transition into practice to help relieve the tension in our neck and our shoulders. And so sitting comfortably, effortlessly upright. We'll begin with simple neck rolls. Simple neck rotations. See if you can resist the temptation to move your head to its full range of motion. Our Buddha belly is soft, breath is quiet. Move your head in the opposite direction. Move your head up and down as if nodding yes. Turn your gaze looking over your left shoulder, and then imagine you're moving your chin up and down. Come on back through center. Turn your gaze looking over your right shoulder. Again, imagine that you're moving your chin up and down. Come on back center. Drop your ear towards your shoulder. Release your opposite arm down by your side and then make circles with your arm. Reverse the direction of the circles. Soft, organic movements. Come on back center. Drop your ear towards your other shoulder. Release your arm by your side. Again, circle your arm. Circle in the opposite direction. Come on back center. As you're ready, transition into shoulder circles. This is not meant to be a big scrunch up towards your ears. The movements are organic, soft, fluid. And then reverse the direction. So up, back, and down. And then maybe alternating from side to side. When you're ready, reach your arms in front of you, palm face up. Stretch your palms. And then take your hands to your shoulders. Stretch your palms. Hi, Evie. Take your hands to your shoulders. And now let's alternate from side to side. These movements are good for brain health, particularly our memories. So we want to keep all our marbles. When you're ready, release your arms by your sides. Spiral your palms open. Take your hands up towards your shoulders. And then imagine you're drawing circles with your elbow points on the screen in front of you. And see if you can create a little half smile, like a little Buddha smile. So when we smile, it releases saliva. So we want a nice juicy mouth and juicy body. And then reverse the direction. Release your arms by your side. Rest your hands on your thighs. And notice how is your breath. Notice any subtle sensations. And trust that the sensations are there. Moving on, let's do some movements, our beautiful hands. Stretch your palms. Maybe make soft fists. Stretch, soft fists. Stretch, soft fists. Circle your wrists in one direction. Circle your wrists in the opposite direction. Notice, is one wrist tighter? Imagine you're playing piano. Getting that synovial fluid, Mother Nature's WD-40 flowing into all the little joints in our hands. When you're ready, place your hand on the back of your hand and then pressing. Where your fingers are pointing down towards the earth and then up towards the sky and press and up. Other side, pressing down and up and down. Open up your palms, circle your thumbs in one direction, and then circle in the opposite direction. So micro movements, visualizing the movements, focus on what we can do. And then an invitation to interlace your fingers lightly or taking hold of your hands, however feels comfortable for you. And imagine that you're drawing the infinity symbol. And then reverse the direction. So a little more challenging. Really subtle. Release your hands, extend your arms up to the sky. Fold your fingers in, press into the palms of your hands, and this time we can shout out, we are, we can, and we will. With a sigh of relief, release your arms down by your side. And take a rest. Notice how you feel. So not about what we look like in our yoga practice. The diagnostic tool is, how do I feel? And so when you're ready, reach your hand over and tap from the bottom of your ear down to your shoulder. And then reach back, give yourself a pat on the back. So you can be pretty strong with your pat. And then we'll tap down our arm. Palm face up, tap back up. Cross over, other side, tap from the bottom of your ear down to your shoulder. So Buddha belly is soft, breath is quiet. Reach back, give yourself a pat on the back. And then tap down along your arm and back up. When you're ready, bring your fingertips to the back of your neck and tap. Maybe up to your head, tapping. And if you'd like, say, wake up, brain. Wake up, brain. And then tapping lightly on your face. Going down to your upper chest, tapping lightly in this area. Our thymus gland. This is a tool I used for many years to help with anxiety. And then come on down to your Buddha belly. Lean back in your chair if you want. Massage your organs. So your liver, your stomach. If you have a soft belly, you know you're doing this right. So when we have a soft belly, our nervous system's more balanced. Hinging from the hips, come forward a little, massage your lower back. If you can reach up a little higher, send your kidneys and adrenal glands some love. So important to keep this area of our body warm. Our kidneys and adrenal glands are close to the surface. And then sweep your hands forward. So inhale, left, exhale, go. When you're ready, sweep down along your thighs, your knees, coming to wherever you can reach comfortably. So your shins, if you can reach down to your feet, go for it. Make sure you stay in your chair. And then sweep back up. One more time, bringing that lovely prana, healing energy that's your own self-massage. Sweeping down to where you can reach comfortably. And then come on back up. Bring your hands so that they're just a few inches apart in front of you. Close your eyes softly or soften your gaze and notice any subtle sensations. Blink your eyes open. From here, we'll come into a practice called breath of joy. So we can use our breath to calm our nervous system. We can also consciously use our breath to energize. So we've begun the yoga practice relaxed, and now we'll move into more energetic place. And so I'd like to invite you to reach your arms out to the side. And so the inhales are going to be a sniff in through your nose unless you're congested. So here we go. Inhale, 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 and drop. 2 more rounds. Inhale, 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 and drop. Inhale, 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 and drop. Good stuff. Okay, so do a little shake out. All right. So let's come into some of the movements of the spine. We'll start with a gentle back bend. So let's repose. Sitting up nice and tall. So spine is long, front body is soft. Press down through one foot and then down through the other foot. Might be an energetic pushing down. We notice, can you feel one foot more than the other? When you're ready, draw your hands in towards your hip creases. As you do, begin to turn your gaze up towards the sky. Be careful not to throw your head back. You'll know your head's back too far if it's difficult to swallow. We will stay here for a few breaths or as long as feels comfortable. When you're ready, slowly come out of the pose. And an invitation to round your shoulders towards the front of your body. Drawing your chin in, round your spine. As you do, slide your hands away from you. On inhale, arch your back, slide your hands towards you. Roll your shoulders away from your ears. On your own time and rhythm for a few more breaths, keeping this gentle warm up for your spine flowing. When we slide our hands in and out, so they can be resting on your thighs or up, this helps to increase our proprioceptive awareness and our interoception. Knowing where our body is in relation to space. Finish up the movement that you're on. Relax your arms down by your side. And then take a moment to let your breath settle. Really, the yoga happens between the poses and the movements. Notice how you feel. Release your arms down by your side and we'll come into a gentle side bend. It can be interesting to close our eyes as we practice some of these movements. Bend your arms low in front of you. Find a space you can gaze on softly straight ahead. Gently twist from side to side. If you'd like to challenge yourself a little more, you could bring your arms in line. So elbows bent, goddess arms. Inhale to one side, exhale to the other. Slowly come out of the movement, float your arms down, and take a rest. Let your Buddha belly soften, your breath quiet. Hey, Kim. Oh. So let's do a little bum dance, maybe walking your hips back in the chair a little bit and then walk forward. You can even move the buttock flesh away from your sits bones. So feet are placed evenly on the floor, on your foot plates, sitting up nice and tall. Shoulders up, back and down just a few times. And then when you're ready, take hold of the underside of your chair. We'll come into another variation of side bend. Release your arm by your side, spiral your palm open. Have a soft bend in your elbow, nothing rigid. And then on inhale, take your arm up. So it's okay to have your elbow bent. Maybe it feels better for you to have your hand resting on your shoulder. Or it might feel okay for you today to reach way up and over. So you choose. This is your yoga practice. Turn your gaze downward to release the back of your neck and then breathe into your rib cage. Can you imagine breathing in below your rib cage? Slowly come out of the pose on this side. Release your other arm by your side, spiral your palm open. Inhale, elbow is bent, or maybe your hand is on your shoulder, or reaching way up and over. Keep your sit bone on the chair. Stretching from your armpit along your rib cage, all the way down to your hip. Slowly come out of the pose on this side. Rest your hands on your thighs. And let your breath come back to its natural rhythm. And so from here, we'll come into a seated twist. And so reach your left hand over to your right near thigh. Right hand comes beside you on the chair or behind you, wherever you can reach comfortably. If you are someone who has osteoporosis, fractures in your spine, do not go any deeper than this into the twist. If you're okay with coming a little deeper, inhale, lengthen your spine, and then on your exhale, going into the twist a little deeper. Our head turns last. See if you can resist the temptation to move your head to its full range of motion. Soft Buddha belly, quiet breath. Unwind. Take a moment, and then coming into the pose on the other side, bring your right hand to the outside of your left ear thigh. Left hand comes beside you or behind you. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist. Close your eyes softly if that feels comfortable for you, or soften your gaze. Let's meet back at center. And then rock and roll, reaching up to the sky and then twist to the side. In your own time and rhythm for a few breaths. Remember to go into your twist on an exhale. Finish up the movement that you're on. Come on back to neutral spine. And take a moment to allow your breath to settle. Side bends, twists, pretty intense spinal movement. So we need to realign our spine. And we can do that with a lovely seated forward fold. So forward folds are contraindicated for people with fractures. If you have a fracture, I'd like to invite you to either visualize the movement. So imagination is powerful. Or sitting up nice and tall. And so if you happen to have a blanket nearby, so if you think you will be participating in the class on a fairly regular basis, I'd like to invite you to bring a blanket to your class, which will make use of for sure. And so take the blanket, maybe you have a pillow nearby, in towards your hip creases. Walk your feet out so that your knees are a little wider than the outer hip bone distance, if that's possible. Make sure that your knees are in line with your ankles. It's okay to have your feet pointing out. And then when you're ready, take your hands to the undersides of your chair. Hinging from the hips, come forward with a flat back. Tuck your chin in slightly to release the back of your neck. And then breathe into your lower back. You might feel comfortable with resting your forearms on your thighs. Notice how you feel in the forward fold. Forward bends are calming for our nervous system. Slowly come out of the pose by pressing down through your inner heels. So it might be an energetic pressing down. Lift from the chest, one hand on each near thigh. Come on back. Set your blanket aside. So let's come into another warm up for our back. So this time our lower back and our hips. And so hip circles, drawing your hands in towards your hip creases. On an inhale, circle forward. And then circle back. So these movements can feel a little weird if you're not accustomed to it. So an invitation to move with your breath. As you begin to feel your hips and your lower back soften and release, see if you can go a little deeper. So bringing our shoulders towards our knees. So of course, we're not going to go all the way down. And you might move a little faster, a little slower than me. I'm a turtle, so I tend to move slowly. I know there's some rabbits in the class today. And then move in the other direction. Bring your awareness to the space in front of you, the space beside you, the space above you, and especially bringing our awareness to the space behind us, and trust that you're being supported. Finish up the movement that you're on. Come on back to a neutral spine. Release your arms by your side. Rest your hands on your thighs. Buddha belly is soft, breath is quiet. So moving on, I'd like to invite you to do a little warm up for your hips. And so if it is available to you and you would like, otherwise an invitation to visualize the movement, feel as though you're doing it. So interlace your fingers behind your thigh and then hug your knee in towards your chest and belly, and then circle your leg away. And then circle in the opposite direction. And release. Sit up tall, come into the movement on the other side. Hug your knee in, circle away. Circle in the opposite direction. One more time on each side. This time I'd like you to notice if one of your hips is tighter than the other. And so as human beings, we tend to be tighter on one side. So away you go. Circle your leg away. Circle in the opposite direction. So if you have a yoga buddy that can help you with some of the movements, that's lovely as well. And then switch sides, hug in towards your chest and belly, circle away. Circle on the other side. And then come on back to stillness. So before we move into guided meditation, your final relaxation, I'd like to do a practice of sun salutation. So a modified version in the chair. Sun salutations are heating and strengthening. So when you're ready, make sure that your feet are placed firmly on the earth, not in the air. Sit bones are sharp on the chair. Lengthen from the tip of your tailbone up to the crown of your head. Roll your shoulders up, back and down just a few times. Tuck your chin in slightly to release the back of your neck. And then when you're ready, bring your hands together at the heart. Lift your elbows slightly. Release your arms by your sides. Spiral your palms open. Soften your elbows. Reach up into mountain pose. Take a look between your palms. If it doesn't create tension in your neck, then return your gaze on the horizon. Maybe your hands come together in prayer down through to the heart. Release your arms by your sides, spiral your palms open. Inhale, mountain pose. Maybe your hands come together in prayer down through to the heart. So bowing your head to your heart, nerve flossing for a neck. Release your arms by your sides, spiral your palm open. Inhale, reach up into mountain. Hands come together in prayer down through to the heart. On exhale, hinging from the hips, rock forward. Take hold of the sides of your chair for stability. Tuck your chin in slightly to release the back of your neck. Forward fold. Pressing down through your inner heels, place one hand on each of your thigh, lift from your chest. Come on back up. Bring your hands together at the heart. Release your arms by your sides, spiral your palms open. Inhale, reaching up into mountain. Hands come together in prayer down through to the heart. On exhale, gently twist to the side. Inhale, come on back center, gently twist to the other side. Inhale, come on back center. Release your arms by your sides, spiral your palms open. Inhale, reach up into mountain. Palms come together in prayer down through to the heart. Hug your right knee in towards your chest and belly. Clasp your hands behind your thigh, knee to chest, and release. Hands come together at the heart. Release your arms by your side. Spiral your palms open. Inhale, mountain pose. Palms come together in prayer down through to the heart. If you'd like, hugging your left knee in towards your chest and belly. Clasp your hands behind your thigh, knee to chest, and release. So one more round. Palms come together at the heart. Release your arms by your side. Inhale, reach up into mountain. Hands come together in prayer down through to the heart. Release your arms by your sides, spiral your palms open. Inhale, reach up into mountain. Hands come together in prayer down through to the heart. Exhale, hinging from the hips, rock forward. Take hold of the sides of your chair for stability. Tuck your chin in slightly to release the back of your neck. Pressing down through your inner heels, one hand on each of your thigh, lift from your chest. Come on back up. Hands come together in prayer, the heart. Release your arms by your sides, spiral your palms open, mountain pose. Hands come together in prayer, the heart. Gently twist to the side. Inhale, come on back center. Gently twist to the other side. Inhale, come on back center. Release your arms by your sides, spiral your palms open. Inhale, reaching up to the sky. Hands come together in prayer down through to the heart. If you like, hug your right knee in towards your chest and belly. Clasp your hands behind your thigh, knee to chest, and release. Hands at the heart, into mountain pose. Breathing in, reach up to the sky. Hands come together in prayer down through to the heart. Hug your left knee in towards your chest and belly. Clasp your hands behind your thigh. It's okay to lean back in your chair, knee to chest. And release. Hands at the heart. Take a moment to rest. Reach your hand over to your knee. Place one hand on top of the other. Turn your torso in that direction. And then send your knee some love. Reach over to your other knee, place your hand on top, turn your torso in that direction. Massage your knee. And then come on, seated comfortably back in your chair. And so if you have a blanket that you can place on your lap, pardon me, that encourages grounding, can help with fatigue. If you had something along your spine, a yoga mat, that can feel lovely. And so bring your beautiful hands together, rub your palms vigorously. Warm up your hands, energize your hands. If you're wearing glasses and you don't mind taking them off for a few moments, remove them. And then take your hands up to your eyes and cover your eyes lightly. This is called palming. If it doesn't create tension or if it doesn't create anxiety, close your eyes softly and allow the warmth of your hands to soften behind your ear, or behind your ears, behind your eyes. We'll stay here for a few breaths or as long as feels comfortable. Shift your eyes from side to side. This few times, this helps balance our brain. And then release your hands. And blink your eyes open. And then come on, seated comfortably in preparation for your final relaxation. Actually, I think we have time just for a short guided meditation as well. An invitation to explore a mudra. So mudras are hand gestures that were created to help us focus our mind. And today I'd like to invite you to explore one called Yana Mudra. So for this, bring your fingertips touching your thumb, pressing into your thumb, resting your hands on your thighs. Palms up or down as desired. Draw your hands in towards your hip creases. And then keeping your index fingers pressing into your thumbs, extend your other three fingers. If you'd like, think of when your hands come into this mudra, think of it, if you'd like, as a symbol of connecting with your higher self or your higher power. And then look down and into your heart. See what you can see. And then imagine that you're breathing into your heart. Breathing in, I know that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know that I'm breathing out. As my in-breath grows deep, my out-breath grows slow. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I smile. Dwelling in the present moment, I know this is a wonderful moment. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I smile. Dwelling in the present moment, I know this is a wonderful moment. Come into whatever position you'd like for your final relaxation. Make sure that you're warm enough. If you have the ability to recline in your chair, go for it. And place your legs up on a couch or a chair. Roll your shoulders up, back and down just a few times. Close your eyes softly or soften your gaze. Rest your hands, palms face up or down as desired. Soft Buddha belly, soft palms, quiet breath. Allow your breath to reflect the pulse. Relax your jaw and clench your teeth. Let there be a little space between your teeth. Soften your lower jaw. Soften around your temples. Soften the area between your eyebrows. Wide forehead. And silently, if you'd like, on inhale, say let. On exhale, go. Inhale, let. Exhale, go. Without changing anything, bring your awareness back to your breath. Thank your body. Thank your body again. Our bodies are the best home our mind will ever have. And now see if you can begin to deepen your inhale, lengthen your exhale. Wiggle your fingers and toes, hands and feet, waking up. Rub the tips of your fingers with your thumbs and come on up to finish up your yoga practice. Thank you. Notice how you feel before and after yoga practice. Questions or feedback, always love to hear from you. Thank you to Michelle, my tech host in the background, to ConnecTra and the Disability Foundation for giving us this opportunity to share this time together.